Today is September 23rd, 2023. We are at Mystic Seaport right now, and I am setting up my easel and my canvas to start my wedding painting for Charlotte.
I want to share with you my latest live wedding painting. Hi, I'm Linda Marino. I'm a live wedding painter, and This is the latest live wedding painting that I've done to date. It is a 36 by 48 inches, 3 feet by 4 feet. And it's for this sweet couple, Tom and Michelle. Michelle had hired me a year and a half before her wedding. And we talked about the concept and the idea that she had the vision for her painting. And I was so on board immediately when she started to share her vision, because she was talking about how she really wanted more of a landscape looking painting. They were getting married at the iconic Mystic Seaport in Mystic, Connecticut. And she wanted something that was a little bit different than the typical live paintings that I do, where the couple are featured prominently in the center of the painting. And she wanted to capture a lot more of the landscape, a lot more of the seaport itself, the activity. They were married underneath the boat shed, or the reception was here under the boat shed. And she wanted to capture the liveliness of all the people. She had a very large wedding party. And it was just an incredible day because, there was so much planning that went into this event in this day. And the event planner, Lisa, Concepts by Lisa, was just truly amazing. She really held the ship down for the entire event, and it was just fabulous. And Michelle and Tom came in a Rolls Royce. They came down from the Waterbury, the Basilica in Waterbury. That's where they got married. And when they entered in, I mean, it was not as planned of a bright sunny day, but we had incredible winds and a little bit of storm, but we were able to keep all the sides up to the boat shed so that the guests could enjoy the view outside as well as maintain inside and the dancing and the excitement. Their photographer, Stephanie, had them come around and do some poses like throughout kind of the seaport. It was after 5 o'clock when they arrived, so there were really no guests at the seaport besides the wedding guests. So we captured this scene. Stephanie had them pose, and I just snapped it, and I knew that was the scene that I wanted to put them in. So, and then we added the additional guests, the family, the sons, the parents, brothers. Like I said, it was a really big wedding party, but it was just such a treat. So this painting, just to give you an idea, I've been to the seaport many times, but I went specifically there 4 times in order to capture the scene that I really wanted. And in order for me to capture this particular scene, my husband and I took a boat ride out into the harbor, and on our return from the boat ride, I was able to capture photos from the boat looking at the seaport and capturing this view. And another time when I went in May, I actually brought my easel and I set it up over here to do a little plein air study to kind of get a feel of, the colors, the environment, everything that was kind of happening at the seaport. Sometimes you really can't get that when you're taking a photo, and then you can really get it when you're capturing it live, like plein air. And so that was one of their visits. And then one of our very first visits, I'm kind of going in backwards, was I met Lisa, the planner, as well as Tom and Michelle in February, when we kind of viewed the whole scene and what the whole event would look like back in February. So, this has been like a real ongoing project that just lit me up, and I enjoyed creating so much of it. And, Michelle and Tom, they asked for some specific little details that I was able to capture and kind of put into the painting to really make it so incredibly unique and special to them. I'm heading up to the framer now. We're going to put a nice weathered gray frame on the painting, and then I'm going to be delivering it.
Where did you stand when you were painting at first?
when I was, where was I standing? I was standing way over here, but I was actually captured, the lighthouse was behind me, so I had to use my imagination to make sure that it was kind of in the painting, because it was something that's so iconic to Mystic that you would recognize it right away. So, and that was, and then, the day was overcast. There were, all the umbrellas were up, and it just made it such a romantic scene. It was just really a beautiful day and a beautiful celebration. And I'm honored to do that. And that's all I have to say. And here's a glimpse back in my studio of how I finished Michelle and Tom's wedding painting from Mystic. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share.